That is awesome when you start your career with a win. She'll aim for another one. I bet you she will. Because you know what Mia spelled backwards is?
Good work, mate. Aim.
There we go.
Nice work. Have you been looking at everyone's names backwards now today after I said that one about Nevaeh?
Oh, yeah, 100%, mate.
Okay, Mia Ward, 1240 Donnelly, and Ryder Marsden, 1288. How often does a CJD do a chase? That's what happened to Mia Ward.
How good is this?
She experienced everything today. A chase, getting chased down.
Ooh, Ryder's gone in deep stage.
Oh, it's close here on the reaction times. Mia Ward slightly better with a 154. Ryder Marsden goes 185. So 300's advantage to Mia Ward.
Yeah, you can see she's already in front as well. So as long as she doesn't break out, this is where you're going to learn a 1250 on a 1240 dial-in. So nice work for Mia. Ryder Marsden at 1349 was off the dial-in at 1288. So Mia will go 2 wins from 2 rounds of racing in her first event. Congratulations and well done. All about learning the craft, isn't it, Mark, in juniors?
It very much is, mate. So next pairing up in junior dragster, Chase Castlake to take on Carl Schulz. Carl had a win in round 1 and Chase had a loss in round 1. Chase Castlake will lead first with an 839 dial-in. Oh, it's a red light there for Castlake. Carl Schulz gets the automatic win. Schulz was 105 off the start line. Castlake goes through for an 838 on his 839. Schulz goes 776 on his 766. So he's a bit off the dial in there for Carl Schulz. But he does go 2 from 2. Next pairing up, Mia Grace Hopkins and Kyle Day. So we spoke about Mia Grace in round 1, having not lost a round of racing yet.
Still hasn't.
Still hasn't.
Win in the first round earlier today. Kyle had a win as well, so opportunity for one of these races to go 2 from 2.
Look at the bottom bulb, they're nice and shallow. That's what you want in staging your drag racing. Now with an 072 life, Mia Grayson gets another win. Kyle Day goes red on the start line. I'm going to call today the red light. We haven't had that many red lights. It's insane. Incredible. So Mia Grace, 2 from 2.
Modified Super Sedan, Super Street. Modified Super Sedan and Super Street to the lanes, please.
Next pairing up, Ashley Pinkstone, dialing at 7.90 seconds, taking on Jacob Schulz for SCG Racing Parts here, dialing in 8.64 seconds. Schulz getting pushed back here. Do a launch and go into stage. Round 1. Schulz had a loss and Pinkstone had a win. I like a lot of these juniors going with the little LEDs under the cars.
Bit of underglow.
Bit of, yeah. You know, Fast and the Furious, neons.
Bit of a throwback. So here we go, Ashley's last season in juniors. A number of events left. What's it like, Mark, when you count down and you know you've only got a certain number of events left in juniors?
So long ago, mate, I can't remember.
Your words, not mine?
No, because we were building my modified drags there at the time, so I had something to step up into, so it was more excitement for me.
Yeah.
Because it was like
what the next chapter was.
Yeah, it was already there. We had been building it, so. Schulz out with an 0.27 reaction time. He's got the advantage to a 136 of Pinkstone. And win light will go to Jacob Schulz, an 869 on the X64 gets the win. Pinkstone was closer to the dial in 791 on the 790, but The reaction times there. Getting the win for Jacob Schulz. Next up, Xavier Paul to take on Paige King. Almost a heads-up race here. The dial-ins both in the 870s. Xavier Paul is dialing an 879 for the Culprit Racing Junior Dragster. And Paige King in the AEB Services Junior Dragster dialing an 8.72 seconds. You can see Xavier Paul here. He's moving forward. Paige King in the red Junior Dragster to right of screen. So she's got the slight chase by 700ths of a second, but you know, you could almost leave the start line first if you get that much of a hole shot.
Yeah. So close. You could know where you are. And the closer your dial-ins are, you will know where you're at with the competitor based on reaction time. It's all part of the game, isn't it, Mark?
Reaction time advantage, Xavier Paul, 126 to 163, so almost 400s advantage to Paul in the JD Race Cars Junior Drag. So we can hear some pedaling, and it's going to be Paige King getting the win, an 880 on the 872 safe for the win. Xavier Paul was a little bit off his dial in the 895 on the 879. So Paige King gets a W here in round number 2 and goes 2 from 2.
Like the Go Park Yourself Junior, Bronte Janosh in the CJD for Unreal Plates.
Well, one of these drivers is going to get their first win of the day, and the other one is still looking for their first win of the day. 3-second head start for Bronte Janosh. Dialing at 12.27. Castlake is dialing at 9.04 seconds in the Go Park Yourself Junior Dragster. Reaction time 3.13 for Bronte Janosh. Tamika Castlake is slightly better with a 2.53. So 600s advantage to Tamika Castlake. Across the finish line, it's going to be Tamika Castlake with a 9.17 safe on the 9.04 dial-in. Bronte Janosh goes 12.50 on the 12.27.
So final call for Super Sedan, and first call QDRC Comp Bike. So Comp Bike to the lanes and final call for Super Sedan. Isabella Hunter, Lexi Lancaster now moving forward for their second round race. So Isabella and seeing what Lexi actually went in her first pairing, both looking for their first win as well.
Yeah, both looking for their first win.
So an 8.07 for Lexi. Will chase down Isabella Hunter, but only just over 2/10 to chase. 8.30 the dial-in for Isabella. She's trying to rock that junior into stage. There we go, she's got the momentum now. Go to the bottom bowl. There we go.
Isabella Hunter will get the automatic win here. On 108 on the tree, Lexi Lancaster left the red light. The red light, that seems to be a common theme today for a lot of our races.
Yeah, for Isabella, she went 8.33 on that 8.30 dial-in, but as I said, Mark, unfortunately the red light when the race was run and done back here on the start line. You'll see next parent coming forward, Max Rowling in the rocket lane. For the More Pocket Money Junior, got a win in first round of racing. Be up against Nixon Canuli,
who also had a win in round 1.
The dial-ins, you won't see much between the tree either. A 7.76 plays a 7.82. So Max leaving slightly sooner, depending on their reaction times. It'll just bring a bit more tension to this race, a little bit more. What is going to happen? And Nixon to do battle. Here comes Nixon now. Max has been waiting patiently. He's ready to roll in pre-stage. Waiting for the current track champion to move forward now in Nixon Canuli. Harvey's in now. 0.65 to a 0.83, so not much of the reaction time there. The slight advantage to Nixon Cannulli. Can he convert the advantage? He will not, so Max Rowling will take the win. A 7.86 on a 7.82. Nixon Cannulli goes a 7.92 on a 7.76. Got the better of the tree, but was further from the dial in. Max was closer and will take the win.
Yeah, a lot of drivers going 2 from 2 here in Junior Drag, so brought to us by Super Floor. Next up, Siobhan Harvey to take on Cody Sedmak. Siobhan in round 1 got a win. Cody, he got pushed away, didn't he, in round 1?
He did.
He did, yeah, so he's back here in round 2. A red light here for Cody Sedmak. Siobhan Harvey will get the automatic win. 0.44 on the tree. That would have been tough to beat. Dollar 7.73 goes 7.76. Siobhan Harvey and Cody Sedmak goes 8.19. So Siobhan Harvey goes 2 from 2 here in Super Floor Junior Dragster. Next pairing out will be Carlos Harvey, this time to take on Nixon King. So not much in the dial-ins again, only 10th between the two drivers here in Junior Drag. So we can see Nixon King there. He's dialing an 8.13. Just going through the start line procedure. And in the lane beside him, Carlos Harvey. He's dialing an 8.03 for the UASA Batteries Junior Dragster. Nixon King with support from Mick King Transport here on the side of his junior. Round 2 of racing here. We've still got another full round of racing to go for all of our brackets. It's been a bit of a long day today, Wade.
It has been a long day, hasn't it? As we've mentioned a few times during the home mark, it's been a bit stop-start, so there's been no major incidents.
Just little ones that build up.
That's it.
That built up over the day.
We should have known something was going to be up when we walked in this morning. And the system we have in here was having a hissy fit.
Okay, Junior Dragster brought to us by Super Floor, round 2 here. Both juniors now moving forward. Carlos Harvey in the left lane. Nixon King in the right lane. Nixon will lead first. 10th of a second later, we'll see Carlos Harvey with the chase.
Should be a good race, Mark. Both looking for their second win. Nixon will want to move in, and he has.
Oh, nothing in it on the tree. 0.42 for Harvey, 0.54 for Nixon King. 12,000th advantage to Harvey. We can hear the throttle whomping down there. To be Carlos Harvey getting the win. 8.12 on his 8.03. Nixon was a little bit off the dial, and 8.32 on the 8.13 for the loss.
So just got the call that there's a little bit more precipitation down at the bottom end. So we've been pretty lucky today that the couple of showers that we have had with the breeze that we've had has moved them through pretty quickly, and then it doesn't take too long to dry. Thought
we'd missed this one as well. Having a look at the radar, it's tiny as well on the radar.
So hopefully won't be anything more than exactly that, a quick passing shower.
Yep, and then we're back underway with racing here in Super Floor Junior Dragster.
So we do have an update from race control. So unfortunately, due to the precipitation that the track has received, it was probably the inevitable that the rest of the meeting for today has been cancelled. So unfortunately, again, the Queensland Drag Racing Championships is interrupted by some wet weather. But it's at a point in the day, of course, we're already a couple of hours behind with the stoppages we've had. And with the cold conditions that we've had in the rain on the racetrack, we won't be able to get the track back in safe racing condition, which is the most important thing for our races, that the track is safe. And unfortunately, we've reached the point of no return. So that will unfortunately conclude today's on-track action. So we do appreciate everyone for coming out today and sticking it through the delays that we did have. Big thank you to all of the racers once again for putting on a great show to this point. And we do hope to see you at one of the events coming up. A busy August here at Willowbank Raceway. Of course, we've got All Biked Out at the end of the month, Jamboree, the Nostalgia's coming up, and a couple of test and tunes along the way. So check out the calendar. We hope to see you at one of those events. A big thank you to Mark for joining me on the mic today. It was a lot of fun as always, and we saw some great competition. So big thank you to everyone who tuned in at home on the Overtaking Lane stream. We do appreciate you guys joining in. A big thank you to all the Overtaking Lane stream and team for what they do in providing the action. As you can see there to finish off, there's a few fireworks down the road just to rub salt into the wound, or is it good timing? I don't know. You guys be the decision. But we'll leave you with those fantastic shots. We'll see you here soon at Willowbank Raceway. Big thank you to everyone for joining us. Big thank you to the Green Army as well. We'll see you next time.